the darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay!
Consider this your trigger warning. The following program is strictly satire and is not meant to be taken seriously. So don't get all butthurt, you liberal snowflakes, just because we skewer your sacred cows and expose all your lies and hypocrisy. Truth hurts, and so does satire. So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and enjoy the show.
Well, everyone, it is Zero Dark 30. We busted out of the bunker. We're heading out into the world, and folks, it is WAR. It's on us on all sides. Let's talk about some extremes, if we shall, because that's what the left, their politics, their media, that's what their whole system about, is exposing the world to their extremes and pushing it around. Well, I guess we'll start over in Ukraine, because that's where some real kinetic action is happening. Well, I reported on the potential massive storage cache of British depleted uranium munitions was stored and hit by the Russians. Well, as if that wasn't bad enough, the United States, well, sent over a Patriot missile defense system valued at over $1 billion. May have been either damaged or destroyed. We're not too sure because we're not going to get all the facts. We're not, folks, we're not even going to get close to getting a truth. We won't even get close to the truth. We're not allowed to have the truth. But any facts of the matter are going to be political propaganda that we're allowed to see. But I guess one fact is that we've been allowed to have is that Russia is hitting their targets. Russia is choosing military targets. And these targets, folks, are expensive. It is very detrimental to the West's efforts to control the former Ukraine areas. So that's what's going on over there, folks. I don't know why Russia didn't hit them sooner, but maybe they've been hitting these types of sites all along. Maybe that is why the United States, through its agent, Joe Biden, continues to send $1.7, $1.5, $3.7 billion packages over there, because the packages keep getting nuked, to use a street term, but it's not really nuked. That's the big war, folks. That's World War III going on. That's the war that we were told if we don't support, the young men and women of America will be sent over there to fight. Who the fuck is Zelensky to say that? Well, he's the same little cretin, the same little sex toy of the World Economic Forum that visits with the Pope, comes to the U.S. and meets with Congress. Who is he? And I'll ask this one question one more time. What do you and I get out of this? If we lose, we get handed a huge, enormous bill. If we win, we get handed a huge, enormous bill. Either way, we're paying for it. But in the event of a victory, what do we get in addition to the bill? Do we get less expensive oil? Do we get more or less expensive food? Is our quality of life improved? No, not at all. We get no benefit from Ukraine, folks. The rest of the world doesn't get a benefit out of Ukraine if it is controlled by the World Economic Forum any more than it gets a benefit if Russia controls it. Either way, Ukraine grows food and sells it to the world. Either way, it doesn't matter to us who controls it. It matters to the U.S. government and its puppet masters because they want to control its wealth. That's right. The wealth is up for grabs, folks. For the Russian people and Putin, it's about sticking a thumb in the United States and Europe's eye and taking that wealth for itself on its side and its people, the ethnic Russians who live and own property there, as well as businesses. Like all good wars, folks, this is about control. Control of the people, control of the wealth, and control of the perception. Well, let's move back home, shall we? To a more domestic sort of battleground. Well, I reported that Miller Lite, and it was last May, not years ago, last May, decided to go woke with a anti-male, feminist-populated, sex-hating, woke commercial. And they're getting some backlash over it now. Good. But like Budweiser, they're not really apologizing. Miller Lite isn't. No, they're not. In fact, they kind of doubled down as well and said, yeah, people that are mad just don't get it. So what they're saying is we're too stupid to see that it's just satire, that it's just humor. No. An angry feminist storming through several sets, putting down men and explaining that women are responsible for beer and that without it, men wouldn't have their beer, and that women aren't just sex toys. I guess only trans men are sex toys now and should be looked at as sexy and cute, and look how cute they are with makeup all over their face. Continuing to want to destroy men. Miller Lite doesn't back down. They double down. Well, Budweiser learned that woke is very, very bad. So now get this. Their next campaign, the next Bud Light campaign, is to make the cans, dun, 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 camouflage. That is the level of pandering they are dropping to. But you know what our response should be? Yeah, we can't see camouflage. It makes things invisible. So do not buy the beer that you cannot see. The same way the government cannot see its own people screaming and yelling, we want our freedom, we want to be left alone, and we want to keep our money in our own pockets. We want to protect our own country and our borders. They don't see us. Why should we see them? Oh, it's coming, folks. It's coming. These people want war here. They want outright social war and partisan conflict, and they're pushing for it. They're absolutely pushing for it. Are you prepared? Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Are you ready? Are you staying up on this? Are you keeping ahead of the curve? Are you helping others see the bullshit? Miller Lite thinks we're idiots. Budweiser thinks we're idiots. They don't care what we really think. They just want us to buy their swill and continue to believe the lie and the bullshit that everything is normal out there when it's not. We were even told there's a new normal that's happening. We were told there's fundamental change to America coming. That was Barack Obama. Biden is in the driver's seat, driving everyone crazy as he drives this country into the fucking sewer. Not just the gutter, but the sewer. Are you prepared? This is what they want. This is what they like. They think this is cute. They do. They think this is cute. They're getting what they want, folks. They're getting war. They're getting it in Ukraine, and they're blowing big money. And the rich get richer as the rest of us work to pay for it. And in this country, we have war, outright social war, with the hatred of what is normal, good, decent, and moral. And that's what's at stake. Join me tonight. Be sure and be there on the thepreparedmind.club. or subscribestar.com live, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll go over the day's events. I'll see you guys later. God bless America. Semper Fi.
At the tone, the time will be
0 dark 30.